Hi, I'm Rick at Rick Turns, and today's video is Hello, I'm Rick Morris, and this is the Rick Turns channel. Today's project, I'm going to turn a bird's mouth vase. Now this isn't my idea, as you can see. This is based on an article in the latest issue of Woodworkers Journal. That's April 2018. I don't subscribe, but I might if they keep carrying good wood turning articles like this. A friend of mine saw this article and let me know about it. So I read the article, and now I'm going to try and recreate exactly what Ernie Conover does. If you're not familiar with the name, Ernie Conover has been a professional wood turner for many years. He does have some videos on YouTube, and I'll put a link to that channel down in the video notes below the video. All right, this bird's mouth bowl. This is the article. It is well worth reading, even if you watch my video. He explains it very well. And I'm going to try and explain it very well too. You need to start with a branch piece, or I guess a small trunk piece, from about 4 to 6 inches in diameter. And this piece I've got right here, got about 5 inches in diameter, roughly 5 inches in diameter. I'm going to cut off a piece right here. You need a piece of branch wood that is the same length as your diameter. And there's no real point in making it any longer than that, as you'll see, because anything longer is just going to get cut away. It is kind of important to start with a small piece like this. The reason is, take a look at the bird's mouth right here. That's going to look best if you have a pretty good curve right in here. So if you've got about a 5-inch log, you're going to have a good curve after you turn that. If you got like a 12-inch or a 15-inch log, you're not going to have as much of a curvature there. So that's one reason for starting with a small piece. Another reason is, hey, you don't need much wood. All right, over to the bandsaw. And I'm off the bandsaw. I've got my chunk of log here. It's about 5 inches long and about 5 inches in diameter, in its various diameters. And here, incidentally, this is my first attempt. As you can see, made a few mistakes up here on the bird's mouth part. So, I think this chunk of wood and I are going to blow over to the lathe and get busy. Whoops. Guess I blew too hard. Well, I'm kind of out of breath, all that blowing to get this over here, but I'm going to persevere anyway. So here's my blank. As I said, this is the bottom. So I've drawn lines there to locate the center, the approximate center, and this is good enough. All right, I'm going to start off between centers, as you might have already guessed. Just kidding. This is the second time I've screwed up the mount. This has to be mounted this way, not this way. Counterintuitive perhaps, but that's it. And the 2 points, the tailstock, headstock, drive center, live center, they need to be exactly opposite. This point right here needs to be right in the center of the piece. That is, from this side to this side. You might want to drill a little hole here, say a 1-inch hole or 1.5-inch hole, so this will really get a good grip. What I'm going to have to do is continually tighten it as I start turning. This is the shape we're looking for right here. So down here, this is going to be my tenon for gripping it with a chuck, and then I'll have a short piece right here which will be the neck of the bird, the head of the bird, and the beaks, and hopefully I'll do it right this time and it'll come out better. I'm going to start out with a 5/8" bowl gouge, and I'm going to get it down to round. I'm going to turn a tenon down here for the chuck. That's almost 1,000 RPM. Yeah, remember what I said about getting that drive center seated tight? Yep. Do what I say, not what I do. I'm going to be using this. This is an SC4 chuck, 2-inch jaws. I've got these calipers set to the inside diameter. From my first effort, you can see, my failed effort, you can see we need a small neck down here for the bird. It doesn't have to be tremendously small, but in relation to this, it needs to look a good bit smaller. This might have been too large. A round spherical part right here, and then right up here, we're going to cut in on a curve, and that's going to leave this bird mouth shape just like that. Alright, before I reduce the bird's neck down here, I'm going to go ahead and do the hollowing. So I want a good bit of wood here holding it in place. As you can see, I'm going to start the hollowing with a forstner bit. It's about a 1.5-inch bit. And I need to go about roughly 3 inches from this point right here. That is about 500 RPM right there. Two inches. About 2.5. Yep. You really have to clear that fairly frequently. Smaller bits, it's a lot worse. This larger bit clears itself pretty well, but once you get down in there, it doesn't pop out. The shavings don't come back out too well. Yeah, remember that split I thought wasn't going to be in there? It's right there. Or maybe that's another split, I don't know. But I'm going to drip some CA glue on that. I don't know that it's going to go deep enough to be of any use, but I'm going to try it anyway. Certainly won't hurt. So I'm going to start off, I think this is about a 1-inch scraper. I'm going to start hollowing with it. That's about 1100 there. That's feeling pretty good. Got a little nub down there in the bottom. Most of that bark is coming off. You can do it a little on the inside and then switch to the outside, I think. And the amazing part is, it did not break along that crack line. Maybe the CA glue actually, well, maybe it did break along the crack line, I don't know. I'm back. This is my third attempt. Okay, the last one broke, as you saw. And this one is looking better. There are no splits in this piece of wood, although there is a knot here. And I'm right back where I was when I stopped before with the breakage. So I want to thin this lip down a little bit to make it look more like a bird mouth. It's not real even. I don't think it's going to come out really looking like a bird's beak, you know, but give it a try here. And then I need to narrow this down quite a bit right here. And then it'll be ready to sand and finish. And it's time for sanding. Sanding's done. I'm all set to go for finish. And for a small object like this, I will use friction polish. And now the last step, part it off. Go. This is number 3 of the bird's mouth vase. And I don't know, if you use your imagination a lot, it might come out looking like a bird's mouth. It'd probably help if you close your eyes when you did that. Didn't really turn out the way Ernie Conover's did right here. And I'm just guessing though, he's probably had a lot more experience than me. Yeah, that must be it. Either that or he's incredibly lucky. No, I think it's the experience thing. So this is actually okay. I think my wife will claim it. Don't know that I'd give it away as a gift. I might make another try, but my advice is go to Ernie's article in the April 2018 issue of Woodworkers Journal and read his article. And I think if I had followed his instructions a little more carefully, it would have turned out better. I'm indebted to Woodworkers Journal and Ernie Conover. See you next video.